I was given the opportunity to check out one of her interactives newer games. It's called Nancy Drew Sea of Darkness. And if you're into puzzle games, this is something that you'll really like. You get clues and you get to explore the cities, and it'll show you different games that you can play. But one thing I do recommend before you start is to watch the tutorial. Otherwise, you will have no idea how to maneuver around the game. Right now I'm going to load a game that I already started. And what we're doing is, the story is there's this ship, and the pirate captain of the ship has disappeared after supposedly finding this big treasure. Now nobody knows where the treasure is or where the captain is. The story is that he fell off the boat and drowned. But it's suspicious because one way that pirates do not die is by drowning. So we're in Iceland, and you start off the game talking to his partner, who's a woman named Dagny, and she kind of gives you a little bit of background, and then you have tasks that are down here on the bottom right hand side of the screen that you have to do. Right now I'm actually in the culture center, and one of the reasons why I say that you need to watch the tutorial first is because I couldn't figure out how to move around. And so if you can see, I have an arrow down here, so I'm backing away from the section that I'm looking at currently, and I'm just kind of going off to the side here so I can move around and look around. And we're going over here where I can show you one of the games that I had done. You had to, they gave you a bunch of tiles on the side with all these little rope diagrams, and you had to put the diagrams in order of how to make the rope knots. So it was kind of difficult, and I did have to use a hint. You'll notice down here in the task there's like a little question mark. That's where you can click to get a hint. So I did have to use a hint to get through it. I had a few pieces kind of mixed up, but I finally figured it out, and I felt very proud of myself when I was done. The one thing that I really enjoy about this game is the graphics. I mean, they're really beautiful. We're gonna go outside, and you gotta use the arrow to move out. So you can see just from here how everything looks almost realistic. Not super cartoonish, but pretty realistic looking. And we're going to go through this area over here so I can show you how it looks when you're interacting with other people that are parts of this game, like the characters of the game. So we're going to go out here to the ship, and we're going to get up here on the ship, which I missed. Let me turn around, and we're going to go back because I missed the stairs, or the gangplank I should say. So we're going to go up the gangplank here, and there's a lady sitting off to the side.
Who let you on board? If you're here for the festival, it's cancelled.
I didn't mean to intrude. I would just like to have a look around, if that's okay. My name is Nancy Drew. I'm a visitor.
I know you're a tourist. We're in a town of 300.
I'm not a tourist. I'm here to investigate. Thanks for setting up that gangway for me, by the way.
The gangway was meant for storage. I didn't know he planned to let strangers on board. Are you with that snake of a woman?
Now you see the conversation between the character and you as Nancy Drew carries on, but sometimes there's different ways you can go with the conversation. So here you can see that there's different choices on what you can say. The one thing I want to say before it's brought to your attention again is when you're talking to the characters, I don't have any lag, which is really great. So when they're moving their lips with the words, it's in sync instead of, you know, a bunch of words and then the character's mouth is still moving. But it also looks as if they're actually mouthing the words properly instead of just, you know what I'm saying? You see that in other games. So we'll look, and you can pay attention to that part now.
It's complicated.
If you're after just the gold, I want nothing to do with you. Leave.
Wait, I'm not after any treasure. I just want to help find Magnus.
Magnus.
Look, I think we might have gotten off on the wrong foot. Maybe I should start over. My name's Nancy. It's really nice to meet you.
I'm Elizabeth. I run a Misty Skip Club in town. What do you want with Magnus?
Oh, good. So you know him?
That's a question. I thought I knew him. Maybe I was wrong.
So now we get to choose again what we want to say.
Were you very close with him then?
No. No, we weren't close. And I want nothing to do with the man.
What do you think happened to Magnus? The current rumor is that he fell overboard.
Do I think he's drowned? Is that what you're asking?
I didn't mean it that way.
I certainly hope so. Some people think he ran off with some old treasure. It may be a coincidence. It may not.
Danny doesn't think it was a coincidence at all.
So, you've been talking to the others.
Just a bit here and there.
Even if the treasure were real, Magnus wouldn't be able to find it. He's completely oblivious to the world, to everything. The man lives in a cabin in the mountains. He lost his concern himself with human affairs.
Now, one of the tasks down here is to take the snowmobile out of town. And Elizabeth has the snowmobile key, so we'll have to get that from her.
Elizabeth, may I borrow a snowmobile key?
Depends. Are you going to steal it?
Not this time. I think I'd have trouble fitting it into my carry-on luggage.
Here's the key. We have tourists take them every year. I'm watching you.
So now we can just pick up the key.
Always use the provided seatbelt. Snow looks soft until you land head first.
Goodbye.
Bye now.
So now we can walk away and carry on with our journey. And the snowmobile is down here. And we're going to find the snowmobile. We're not going to be able to start it. We're going to have to go looking for her pub where she works at and go look for a gas can. So that's just kind of how the story starts off. Like I said, I'm really into the graphics and I love games that make you really work your mind. So this is something that I will definitely enjoy in the long run. If it's something that you're interested in, I'll drop a link below and you can check it out for yourself. And one good thing though, when you get the game, it also comes with a guide, a PDF that you can download that will help you also get through the game. So make sure you get that guide and make sure you also get through and watch the tutorial so that you know what you're doing. You're not fumbling around like I did. It's like my 6th video so far that I've tried to record. But it's definitely really cool. So you should check it out. Thanks for watching. Bye.